We need to use the repeater before we begin the next net. Nothing hurt. This is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie N1 FTC. My name is Phil, Net Control Station for the M1RLX Emergency Simplex Net. This net meets every Wednesday after the swap net, then moves to a simplex frequency 146.42. The N1RLX Emergency Simplex Net is a formal net with the purpose to provide emergency communications training to link communities during emergency and crisis situations. Answer questions pertaining to simplex and emergency communications, and most importantly, practice net operations. Is there anyone on who with traffic for this net? Please call N1FDC. They heard when checking into this net are looking for the following information: your call sign using proper phonetics, current location, and let's see, did you get out this afternoon for a few minutes? A little something different in there. Stations who would like to check in. First letter suffix alpha through Mike. Please call now. This is
November 1 India Victor Tango, Dan, Holyoke, out all day.
Here is Kilo Charlie 1 Bravo Delta Echo. Name is Chris in West Springfield, 65 watts. And I did go outside and play today. I played outside with my 2-year-old niece.
This is Kilo Charlie 1 Delta Alpha X-Ray, 50 watts, and I did yard work today.
would like to welcome MA N1RLX, Dan, KC1 BDE, Chris, good evening to you. KC1 DAX, I'd like to have you be alternate net this evening, if that's okay with you.
No problem, Phil.
Thank you very much. And stations, November through Papa, please call now. Stations of first letter suffix, Quebec through Zulu. It's going to be a quick net this evening, gentlemen. Would any other stations like to join the N1RLX Emergency Simplex Net? Please call N1FDC.
N1FTC, this is Kilo Bravo 1 Delta Victor Uniform. The name is Gary in Ware, Massachusetts. I'll be running 75 watts commercial power. Did get outside, did a bit of yard work as well. Beautiful day. This is Alpha Bravo 1 Fox Charlie. In the mobile, 110 watts battery power, and made it outside for lunch. Back to net.
This is the W1 TOM repeater, TL127.3.
First station calling. Please go give me your call again. I was a little distracted here in the shack. KB1, please give me your call again. Your suffix. I was a little distracted here in the shack. I think he's a little distracted. AB1FC, that Alex, this is N1FDC.
You got it. How's it going, neighbor?
Lovely doodly neighbor, mobile this evening. Welcome, and hope you've got the direct plugged in there. And wow, I got out for a 10-mile walk around the neighborhood today. Got around the city pretty well. And welcome to the N1RLX Emergency Simplex Net. Would anyone else like to join the N1RLX before we go to Simplex? Please call N1FDC Chick OP. Nothing heard. On Simplex, I'll call stations in order that you checked in, then I'll have alternate net control attempt to contact anyone I cannot hear. Do not hear me or alternate net control. Let's wait for us to finish our roll call. We'll then ask other stations in the area to try to contact you. Please keep notes of who you can hear and their signal strength. You may hear someone better in the winter, which is now almost over, than in the summer. Also listen for stations that may have missed us here on the repeater. KC1DAX. Dave, do you have your almighty list this evening?
That's affirmative, Phil. Ready to go.
Okay, no cramps from penmanship tonight. Let's see. We'll now move the net to 146.42 simplex. 146.42 simplex. Make sure your radio set to simplex when changing frequency. The N1RLX Emergency Simplex Net. This and every week. I'd like to thank the Montauk Amateur Repeater Association for use of the repeater. This is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie, sign the 9-4. This is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie, N1FDC Chick OP. My name is Phil, Net Control Station for the M1RLX Emergency Simplex Net. For the following stations, N1IBT, Dan. How do you copy net control this evening? Good, sir. Running full power right from the start.
N1IBT, full scale. You're in the chair next to me here, and I guess I'm the first one on your list, am I? But I think I was first, so that's cool. It wasn't. But anyway, got you DFQ, sir. Over.
Thank you for that. I got you a 5x7 this evening. A very, very nice signal. Over the canals, and then the river, and then up the hill here into good old Chick OP. Good, nice armchair copy, as I sit here, literally in my armchair. Yep, you are number 1 on the list. Thanks for being there, and hang on for a second. It should be a fairly quick roll call this eve. KC1 BDE. Chris, how old was the little one you were playing with? They don't stay that way for long.
And N1FDC, this is Kilo Charlie 1, Bravo Delta Echo. Got you in at a S5 this week, S5. And she is 2.5, I think she's about 2.5 years old.
2.5, yeah, they're just about trying to speak a lot back then. Raised a lot of little ones myself. None of them were mine. Well, that's another story, but yeah, they're not talking back to you quite yet at those ages. Thanks for being there. I got you at about an S4. S42, good old Chico P this eve. KC1DAX, KC1DAX alternate up this evening. This is N1FDC. Copy, good sir.
N1FDC, KC1DAX. Everybody's coming in good tonight, Phil. You are 10 over. Excellent audio. N1NBT is also 10 over. And KC1BDE, again 10 over. And everybody has excellent audio, absolutely no scratch at all. Back to net.
Back to, was it the 70s? FM, no static at all. For the movie Car Wash, I believe. Well, days gone by, days gone by. DB1DVU Very, how do you copy the net this evening? This is N1F, DC Chico P.
Good evening, Phil. Good evening, Nat. I have you at an S7 this evening, Phil. Dan, an S4. Chris, an S4. KC1DAX, didn't catch the name. S5. Everybody's coming in very clear audio.
Thank you very much. I've got you at an S5 this evening, but of course your audio into the station is nice, clear, no crackle, no hum, no problem. Thanks for being there. My neighbor, where are you this evening in the mobile, Alex? A1FSC, this is N1FDC.
Very good, N1FDC from AB1FC. No, sitting in the Walmart parking lot. Can't give anybody a meter reading, but everybody is static-free, noise-free, good, clear, loud signals tonight. So, sounds good. Propagation or signal conditions are very good tonight. And I hope you can hear me over there, Phil. Back to you. This is AB1FC in the mobile.
Tell you what, if I couldn't hear you on the radio, all I have to do is have you yell out the window on the way by. The window here in the shack is open. Gotta air the place out. Beginning of the year. It's not quite spring yet, but couldn't have fooled me. This nice. It was almost 80 in Springfield. I don't believe it, but it was nice to take the tour to Chico P this afternoon. Yeah, Wally World. I was there about this time yesterday, doing some parts hunting for KP1 KKW. But I digress. Good to hear you. Finally on the net. And, yeah, if you were at the house, you'd have been. If this had a regular needle on it, you'd have been bending it even more. Good, nice signal here. Thanks, Alex, for joining us this evening. Would anyone else like to join the N1RLX Emergency Simplex Net? Call N1F DC. Did I get a relay on that check-in?
Phil, that's Kilo Charlie 1, Fox Hotel.
KC1 FFH, how'd you better yesterday? Welcome to the net, welcome to Ham Radio. KC1 FFH is a brand new ham, just starting out, and welcomed him into the neighborhood yesterday. I'm not getting him too well. KC1 FFH, call in 1FDC one more time. See if you can get that spot you were in yesterday. It's November 1, and yes, much better. Now I can actually hear you. You're going to have to put a tape X somewhere where it marks the spot Alrighty, folks, that's KC1, Foxtrot, Henry, or Hotel. Brand new ham. Does anyone copy him? Please call N1FDC, see if anyone else can get him. He's out of Springfield.
N1FDC, 1D. I have him at 10 over, Phil. And just for a little information, the winner tonight for signal strength is AB1FC. He is 20 over. Must be close. Back to you.
Well, he's a little bit closer to you than I am. He's in the Wally World parking lot, about a mile north of me. South, excuse me. Going north. Alex, I gotta get my own bearings. I've only been here 55 years. Yeah, he's in the Walmart Home Depot parking lot, about a mile south. So he's a little closer, just by a mile. So much power were you running? AB1FC, N1FDC?
N1FDC, AB1FC. We're running 110 watts here, 110.
See, Dave, that'll do it too. And he can do that. Alright, are there any other stations you'd like to join the N1RLX emergency simplex net? Please call N1FDC, check OP. Are there any comments or queries for the net? Are there any relays? Okay, thank you one and all for being here. It's a pleasure to be the net control station for the N1RLX emergency simplex net. 73 to 1 and all, and I will be on the 9-4 listening. This is November 1, Foxtrot, Delta Charlie N1FDC. The N1RLX emergency simplex net is now closed for the week. 73 to all, thank you once again for being